There are many fingers pointing to who is responsible for the opioid crisis. Is it big pharma, physicians, prescribers, pharmacists, or even substance abusers themselves? With everyone pointing at one another, who is really to blame?
Regulating scripts, doctors, man, it's all about that dollar to me. I could be wrong, I don't know, but I know it was easy to get them doctor shopping here, there, this doctor, that doctor, pharmacist. I knew some crooked pharmacists out there. And so that the money controls everything. Big pharma, you hear about it, regulating scripts and real pain management, because a lot of that stuff's coming through there for sure. I know it's coming from the borders, but a lot of it I think could be managed if we tightened up on the medical field, honestly.
I don't know that you can just pinpoint it to one thing. I think it's almost been a snowball effect. I think basically loose prescribing has been, and on our end, we probably haven't always been as diligent as we should have been. When we receive a prescription to say, hey, is this really, is this a legitimate medical necessity, or are they is this just perpetuating a problem? So I don't know that you can pinpoint it to just one thing. I think it's several things, but once again, I think it goes to the prescribing habits and on our end as far as being more diligent about what is being dispensed.
A lot of people in this world inadvertently became opioid dependent because of an accident or a pain issue that they were dealing with initially, and then their dependency grew, but the prescribing didn't adjust in a proper manner. So the PDMP would be one aspect or angle for those decrease of pills across the angle. It helps us kind of identify doctor shoppers. There are registrants, and I say physicians primarily, even though I've worked several cases with pharmacists, that whether they were involved in other criminal activity or less than ethical about the treatment of their patients, those pharmacists were acting in a reckless manner, or those physicians were acting in a reckless manner, to which they continued to prescribe for personal profit or for without care to their patients. I'm not a physician and I don't have medical training, but when I consult those that do, there are definitely a percentage of those people that have such chronic pain that they will never be removed from a high dosage of MNEs. But when I see 18 to 35-year-old people who are absent of a traumatic injury and they don't have, a back fusion or a spinal fusion or something like that, and they've had, less than traumatic situations, and they continue to receive those prescriptions at those rates, it causes great concern and alarm to us. So I believe the medical community has done as much as we've done to try to address that, and fortunately for us, we see less of those today.